Hey everybody, 404 Yeti here. So today I'm going to introduce another Bugforge challenge called Copypasta. Now, this has been done before. They're just kind of going through the app again and trying to look for different vulnerabilities. So it'd be cool to kind of see what they have to offer and see what's going on. Okay, so first off, let's go ahead and look at the hint. They talk about broken access control. So if you don't remember, broken access control is the ability to access information through other means. It could be like navigating to another web page, changing some field from like 1 to 0, whatever it could be, just to manipulate the web app to allow us access to information. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at that and see what happens. So as you can see, I've already solved this challenge, but we're going to go ahead and open up this lab. So I already have it open here. So we have our Copypasta page. So now, typically, every time you do a engagement, you always want to set up a username and password, stuff like this. So I'm just going to set myself up here and kind of go through the motions. All right, so now that we have functionality to the app, we're going to kind of take a look and see what's available. So as you can see, this is kind of a maybe website to look at different types of code like HTML, Rust, whatever you want. So if you wanted to, you can go through and you can say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and build something simple. So for me, just to get the functionality, I'll just build something really, really simple. So I'll say title header, that's whatever we want to call it. So this will be a title, and then we'll just put it in. So we'll say like H1. This is a title. H1. Okay. So here, obviously, they're not really strict on what you create, but you can see that, hey, we have some traffic flowing through. We're kind of looking through everything. Another thing that we should do after we've built whatever snippet we've made, we should look through the public repository and see what's available to us. So as you can see, there's many different types of code that's in here. Kind of search through and see who's available. But interesting, we see a couple things. We see our web dev user and our admin user. So actually, if you go through Kaido and you look through your information, you can actually look here at the API snippets public, and you can actually see some user information. So if I pull this up a little bit, we can see some very useful information. We can see that there's an ID for, what the code is, maybe user ID, which is 2, and then we can also look down and see that the username is coder123. Okay, so this is very important. We can see a lot of useful information. So if we scroll down, we can go down until we find the admin or the web dev. So here we see web dev. But here, let's just go to the admin, just because that would be our ultimate goal, right? So we see that the username is admin. We see the user ID is 1. So this is really, really important, because if we want to manipulate any data, see what's going on, the first thing we want to do is change the user ID, right? So in this case, there's not really a lot of use cases for using this. And you say, well, how do I access that? Well, the really tricky thing that they did was they have a reset password section. So if you go to your profile, go to accounts, and then you change your password. So if you remember, our password was password1 or tester123. Now we're going to change it to tester1234. All right, so we have a new password. So let's go ahead and check that HTTP request. All right, so you see here we have our profile /password endpoint. So let's see what that has to offer us. So it shows us here, we have our password, and here is our new password, password1234, and then our user ID, which is ID 5. Okay, and then we see that the success message was, okay, updated password. So now what we want to do is we actually want to take this request and put it in replay. If you're using Burp Suite, you want to use repeater. So in this case, we'll just go ahead and put this in replay, and we'll take a look at this. So here we have our functionality. So always good proof of concept. Just make sure, test it and make sure that it works correctly. Okay, yep, we see we have that correct, so that's great. So now let's go ahead and change this from a 5 to a 1. So if you remember from our previous observation, that the admin username is actually ID 1. So we're going to send that request and see if it works. And we do see 200 OK, password updated successfully. So now let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do a proof of concept. So let's log out, and let's go back in and we'll type in admin and then tester1234. I will show the password as proof of concept, and then we will hit sign in. All right, and as you can see, I have access to the admin page. You can see here's the username, all the stuff. So now, you know, just for flag purposes, you know, you'll go ahead and view this and you'll copy and paste the flag. Okay, so guys, this is the daily challenge for Copypasta. Hopefully you guys liked this one. It was really fun for me, and actually it was really great for my skills because I was able to take my time and observe how the app was functioning and what it did. So really, really great challenge. So guys, if you guys like this, you know, go ahead and give it a challenge. Go ahead and give it a try at bugforge.io. And if you guys keep liking these videos, you know, keep coming in and we'll keep working on these more and more. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you so much.